Due to the circumstances of the world right now, there is a high likelihood that you've probably used a service from DoorDash. And I'm going to talk about DoorDash today because they are going to start trading today on the New York Stock Exchange with their initial public offering. DoorDash's IPO is one of two big ones that I am following. There's another one, Airbnb, which should be trading soon, and I'm super interested in that one as well. So I'm going to break down DoorDash and what my opinion of it is. So this is going to be a very quick video on just what I think about DoorDash and their IPO. Obviously, demand for these services for food delivery from restaurants is through the roof because of the pandemic. So it is a fantastic time for them to go with those good numbers that they have from this increase in demand and have an initial public offering. So last night, Tuesday, December 8th, DoorDash as a company decided to increase their price for their IPO from a range between $90 and $95 up to $102 a share. At $102 a share, that pops out to be about a $32.4 billion valuation. The crazy thing about DoorDash is their revenue growth is through the roof. So for Q3 2020, the revenue growth was over 250%, which is insane. And in one report I was reading, they own 50% of the home delivery for restaurants, which is a huge market share. Their biggest competitor is Uber Eats, which owns 33% of the market. So they have the lion's share of the market on this home delivery. So very quickly for numbers, just from July 1st through September 30th, 2020, they had $879 million in revenue, which brings their total 2020 revenue to about $1.9 billion in revenue. In 2020, though, they are still running a net loss from operations as well as a net loss as far as net income goes. So their net loss from operations is $131 million. So their PE ratio right now is just 0 because they don't have any earnings, or at least positive earnings for their price. So you're going to see a PE ratio of 0. So there's a quick breakdown of some numbers for you. Honestly, I think the stock market definitely is influenced by revenue, by net income, and some of the numbers that businesses produce. But I believe the large majority of the stock market is actually driven off of perception. So it is what the masses think. If the bulk of people think a stock price is going to go up, then the stock price goes up. So right now, the pandemic has supercharged this market that DoorDash is in because all of a sudden, everybody is staying home, ordering food, and having DoorDash deliver. And if that continues to be the case, then DoorDash is going to keep growing at these crazy rates that it's growing at right now. And it's going to be able to increase in the future. Now, all of this is just my opinion of DoorDash as a stock. So if you're wanting to go invest, go seek out professional advice yourself and then decide on your own whether or not DoorDash is a good investment. So yeah, right now I would think that the perception of DoorDash and this pandemic is going to push DoorDash's stock even higher in the future because more people are going to be using their service. However, there are some big advancements as far as the vaccine goes for this pandemic. So if the vaccine ends up coming in and people buy into it, then it could end up dropping DoorDash's stock price. It could drop demand for DoorDash. So you have to weigh the perception of those two different things. The perception of staying home and having everybody order off of DoorDash versus if a vaccine comes out and everybody gets more comfortable with going back out to eat, then the demand for DoorDash could actually decline and you would see a corresponding drop in their stock price. So I do think there are some risks when investing in DoorDash. However, there is risk in every stock that you would end up investing in. Your part is just to figure out which one you think is going to happen. In this instance, is public perception of eating out going to stay the way that it is for a while? And if it is, then DoorDash may be a great investment. If you think it's going to change, if we get a vaccine quickly and it's going to change and that demand for DoorDash will decrease, then it might not be a good investment. That is up to you. However, in my opinion, I do think that at least for a while, the world has changed in a lot of ways. I think demand for these home delivery services for restaurants is going to keep going up. I think the demand for it is just, it's awesome right now as far as their business goes because of the circumstances that we live in. So I'm interested to watch DoorDash over the next couple of days to see how it moves in the market. My name is Greg Acton. I'm a CPA. If you have liked this video, please consider subscribing. I do personal finance videos. You can check out a few of them right up here. We'll catch you guys next time.